Hello everyone, Scratch Warrior here. Welcome back to part 3 of the Scratch Beginner's Guide series. Today, we'll be looking at all the pages we did not cover last tutorial, such as the Scratch front page, which includes the footer, the project page, studio page, and not forgetting the Scratch wiki. Today's video is going to be a bit of a short one, so see you there. Let's get started. So, here we are on the Scratch front page, and the way we'll be doing this tutorial is from top to bottom. So, first up is the What's Happening area, and this just alerts you on updates that the scratches you're following are doing, such as Griffbatch is now following Make a Classic Platformer Part 9, and as you see, the first blue text is the scratcher you're following that's doing the action, and the second one is what they're doing the action to. For example, Castle Optimus loved spiraling mint lifesavers, and spiraling mint lifesavers was the thing that she loved, and that will take me to the project or studio, or even Scratcher if they follow the Scratcher. And to the right we have the Scratch News, in which the Scratch team makes regular updates that are related to Scratch or the Scratch website. Like here we have Make a Click Game. Want to make a click game? Try our latest tutorial. So this just updates you on what's going on with Scratch, and this could really be useful. Alright, moving on. Further down we have the featured projects, in which the Scratch team looks for projects that are inspirational or they follow the community guidelines and deserve to be featured so everyone can see. This is where they would go, in the featured project section. And I think I've mentioned this before, if you click on the thumbnail or the text, it takes you to that project. And you can use the arrows to look at previous or current. And the same with featured studios. Now, curated projects. So, once a week, there is a front page curator, FPC. And what that person does is they, by favoriting a project, put this project in this section. So what I mean by that, let's say if I were a front page creator, I'd find a project that I favorite it, and it appears here for everyone to see. And the projects that the front page curators usually choose are projects that are underrated, so they don't have that much recognition, and they give the recognition that they deserve. Alright, let's move on. Now, the Scratch Design Studio. So we all know what a studio is, but the Scratch team, I don't know how long, but every certain period of time, they change the theme, and they recommend that Scratchers make projects based on that theme, so they can express their creativity. But the challenge is, they have to express their creativity by following that theme. Like, this time, it's Wonderful World of Water, and you see lovely projects based on water, and you can visit the studio to see more projects. Further down, projects loved by Scratchers I'm following. So, projects loved by Scratchers I'm following, pretty obvious. The Scratchers I'm following and the projects they love show here. What the community is remixing. This is like the trending page, but this specializes in remixes, and this one specializes in loves. So you could see what the Scratch community is up to. Alright, now we have the footer, and this is very important. So we have 5 headlines and a lot of text underneath. We won't go through all of these, just a brief overview. So the About Scratch takes you to the About page. For parents, educators, developers, you get the gist. They basically introduce Scratch to that audience, like if you're a parent or an educator, that's what it does. And there's more like jobs or donors or our team. So basically there's nothing you won't know about Scratch after reading all of this. Community. So underneath here is everything related to community, such as the guidelines, discussion forums, Scratch Wiki, or statistics. So community guidelines are just the rules you have to follow. Discussion forums, they're just forums where you discuss. The Scratch Wiki, on the other hand, is like Wikipedia but for Scratch. So this was made by Scratchers for Scratchers. So let's say you're having trouble with your project, you need help, this is the place to go. Or if you want to know anything about Scratch, this is what the Scratch Wiki is for. And there are hundreds, well not hundreds, but there are tons of languages that you could use if you don't understand English. Yeah, so that's the Scratch Wiki. I recommend you using it when you're just starting. Alright. Statistics, they just show your stats in a project in a website called Scratch.mit.edu/statistics. So look, 90 million projects were shared, 81 million people registered, 550 million comments posted, and that's a lot. So that's what statistics are for. Okie dokie. Now, moving on, we have the resources. So this is your ideas area, which is the same as this ideas tab. FAQ, frequently asked questions. Download, that's if you want to download the Scratch app or download the cards, which are coding cards, which there are tutorials on them. Contact us, pretty self-explanatory. Legal, so you probably won't use this, but these are the terms of use, the privacy policy, and DMCA. All the legal stuff that Scratch has to abide by and include. The Scratch family, these are all the other Scratch websites or applications that they have, like Scratch Ed, Scratch Junior, or even Scratch Day. Okay, that's this page covered. Now, let's move on. Whoosh. Wait, we're still here? Ah, that's right. So, we have to cover the project page. But how do you get to the project page? Well, simple. Clicking on the thumbnail or the text, title, takes you through the project. And if we do that, it will redirect us to the project. And I'll explain what this page is. Top to bottom, we have the logo of the creator, the title, and the creator. To the right, we have the remix button, which gives you an exact copy of the project, and what you're supposed to do is you add changes to it, like maybe you'll add a new character depending on the project, or a new background. So it's up to you to use what they've given you in the project and add your own spin to it. See inside just takes you to the code of the project. Here we have the green flag. This starts every project. If I click on it, well, this project is a bit special because it's going to ask me to share my camera, which I won't. So this starts the project, the green flag, and this stops the project. Here we have the full screen button, which scales it up. And over here we have the instructions, which is just the instructions. Notes and credits is where they maybe add some special notes, or they credit somebody for helping them, or just giving them art. Here we have the actions you can do and some of the statistics. So we can love or favorite the project. We can see how many remixes and views it's had, the date of publish. We can report it, add to a studio, or copy the link, the project link that is. Here we have the comments. So I can just type anything. Nice project. I haven't seen it, but I think it's nice. And you press post, You can cancel it before you post it, that is. And if you scroll down, you can reply to somebody or report them. That comment, that is. These are all the remixes. This is where they show. You can view all of them. And if we scroll down, we can see all the studios it's in. And we can also view all. Now, we're done for the project page. Now, the studio page. So we can get to it by multiple ways. You can go to the featured studios and click on it. But basically, if you find any thumbnail that belongs to a studio or title, then that's a studio. So we'll click on this and get to it. Alright, see you there. So here we are, and let's get straight into it. So first up, we have the title. Pre-sale, self-explanatory. That's the name of the studio. Below it, we have follow studio. That's if you want to keep up. That's if you want to be kept updated about all the latest updates, like if someone joined or if someone added the project. This is the thumbnail. This is the description. And to the right, we are on the projects tab. So we can add a project by browsing for our projects, or we can add by URL. And here are some projects that are in the studio. Comments. So if it works same as the project page. You can comment, you can cancel, report, all the same. Curators. So these are the people that can add projects in this. But the owner made it so that anyone can add projects regardless of your status. Activity shows all the activity. So if you were to follow the studio, this is all the activity you'd be notified by. Like, oh, look, that guy added the project Super Scratch Car. And that's basically it. We covered everything. And maybe it wasn't that short, but it was definitely shorter than the other one, I think. Alright, next time it's gonna be exciting. We'll be covering the actual code. No, sorry, I mean the workspace where you do the code. So give me a second and I'll show you. See you there? This is what I am talking about. These blocks, the tabs, all of that will be covered next tutorial. Maybe not all in one. Alright guys, Scratch Warrior out. And please don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really helps me out and motivates me to create more videos. And hopefully I can share videos and upload them sooner, as I don't have any work to do. Alright, bye guys for the second time.